what we done is we done trying to come in just a little closer, and you can see the stitches there. And he's almost at the end. I'm gonna back away a little bit on this. Came up just a little closer, you can see it. You can see just about at the last stitch right there. There we go. See the pattern stitches going on, right? And I think primarily that you might have got the whole concept there. I want him to show you this one more stitch here. There we go. So I think that's primarily it. So we're going to stop the tape at this point and come on, we're recording. We can record. Like this as we started. Stitches look good too. So at this point right now, Bamuchi is just taking and basing the twill tape around the front run of the gore line, and you can see that he's coming around to the front notches now. Right, there we go. He's not making that too taut or too tight, you know. It's just laying there nice and loose. And you can see the pattern stitches on the coat that really look very elaborate at this point right now, especially on the film. There we go. And now when he gets to this corner right now, he's going to do what we call a nice little miter stitch. That's just a little innovative technique that we use. Some tailors usually cut the twill tape and start over again, but we found out that it's better to just go ahead and use this miter tack, this miter stitch on the twill tape, and go from there. And that's what you see that he's doing right now. I don't think I should have to, I'm coming down just a little bit on the tape. Now once he starts again, I'll come back up, and I think he's got it, just so you can get an insight on what he's doing. And you can see he's got the needle underneath the fabric at this point. And in a minute you should see the needle come through. And I'll give you a little close-up on that. Now the needle's through. Now here's your close-up. There you go. You see that? Right there. There you go. Right, there you go. Now he's going to start to come straight down. There we go. See? And see how he's just placing the twill tape right in front of the canvas, like a 1/16 of an inch. That's all we need. And he's proceeding straight down. And as he goes down, he'll take in, when you see it kind of puckering, he'll just take and straighten it out a little bit for you. Now this is if you want to do a traditional coat. We also do contemporary coats where everything is really all fusible, and we don't do any of these hand stitches at all, right? But for this particular coat, this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to show you that that traditional tailoring. That's when you want to do a lot of hand stitching. And you just want to like get into the coat and just relax, you know, because sometimes just making a coat can be a relaxing thing, you know. We got a friend that has a tailoring shop, and that's how he he quotes it. It's like a relaxing thing. So that's how we want to just say it today. And if you see, like, I'm gonna come back on the screen. You see how the back of the coat, right at the collar, is jumping up. That's good because then what'll happen is that particular part of the collar, when we turn it around on the other side, it'll go just the opposite way. So it's a lot to the hand techniques that we're trying to show you today. Now you can see that the whole thing is starting to come together. You can see the two twill tapes on the roll line and on the front run of the coat is starting to come together. He's just about at the bottom now. We're gonna start to zoom in for you just a little bit so you can see. All right. Um, so anyway, here we go. You can see that he's diligently going down. He hasn't had that much to go to the bottom at this point right now. You can see, you can notice every time that he does his hand stitching or the basting, you'll notice he'll take his hand, the palm of his hand, and kind of pull it back. And primarily what he's doing is that he doesn't want it to pucker, and he wants the fullness to just lay down flat. Now right now, he's right at the corner, just about. And I like to say that Bamuchi is like the student of students. You can see he's constantly pulling this thing, getting the fullness out so the coat lays down flat. Because once you sew this stuff, if you don't take care of what you got to take care of right now, it's gonna be there later. So right now he's doing the miter stitch right at the bottom of the coat with the twill tape. We're gonna zoom in just a little bit to see if we can get some of that great action that he's getting ready to do. And I'm coming in close, and then you can see it right there. Bam! If you just move your finger for a minute, your right hand, and just let the people see. There you go, right there. You can see it's like turned into a perfect corner. That couldn't even be better. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna go back out on you a little bit. And then when he gets to that last corner, he's gonna clip that off. So, you know. And that's just something that we perfected on our own from trial and error. I think me and Bam done maybe 5 or 6 coats, maybe more than that together. We did a lot of trial coats together, and just to get our techniques the way we want it. But if you look at that miter, it's perfect. That's a perfect miter, and you can't beat that. Since he got his fingers like that right now, what I want to do is kind of zoom in just a little bit so you can see what he's doing. There we go. You can see the needle really going through the thread, and that looks great. Right. And what he'll do is he'll straighten that out. There we go. And then what happens is all this gets hand basted for now. But what'll happen eventually is that we'll hand stitch all this down on the inside. And then right here at this corner, right there where he got his finger, that's his last stitch. He's gonna back tag that right there, and primarily we finish with it. That's it. And you can see how the corner is jumping up. See, that's perfect because that just tells us right there that we got the coat going the way it's supposed to go. Because all these points supposed to go inward. You can see how the coat is jumping up, and that's a good sign. That's telling us that our hand techniques are working perfect. And now he's doing his back tack. And that's it. Now he's going to clip that thread and clip that twill tape. He's going to cut that even with that corner. And that's it. And it's nice and clean. You see how that's standing up, right? I wanted just to zoom in just a little bit for you and just let you see. See how that corner's standing up? And what that tells me is that the coat is going to come inward, and that's good. So at this point right now, we're going to just stop the tape.